Dreams that scare you are often the only ones worth chasing. So never, ever settle for a dream that does not stretch you into greatness. Welcome to Persistent Purpose with MJ Hunter. I'm your host, Coach MJ, and I want to welcome you to this episode. Your dreams should take your breath away. I was working on my Vision 2025 plans, my goals, and everything. I had my amazing new planner for 2025, and I had it. This is one of my favorite times of the year because I can set those goals, those intentions for the upcoming year and just plot it all out. And I was going into a lot more detail than I normally do. And I was writing some of my revenue and client based goals, and I was going month by month, and I had a formula I was using for how month over month I was going to increase my revenue goal. And I got to July, and I could feel the resistance come in, and I stopped. I got stuck, and I was like, God, because I talk to God like he's right here beside me because he is. And I was like, God, I feel the resistance. What is stopping me right now from writing that next number down? And I recognized I had some resistance around that particular dollar figure, kind of what makes me think, or that's too much, that's too fast. And I had to do some work. I actually wrote the names down of 4 people who inspire me and their revenue goals that were reached in a short amount of time, and some of the other things they've done with their life. And I put it on my wall. It's posted up right across behind my laptop. And it filled me with such peace to be able to say, if that person can do it, so can I. If that person can do it, so can I. If that person can do it, so can I. And so I was just inspired to come on here and talk to you guys about dreams that literally make you go, because that's what those dreams that I was writing down, those goals, that's what was happening. I could feel the resistance until, I had peace about it. Like, of course you can reach that goal. It's already been done, but even if it has not been done, you can do it. And I want you to challenge yourself as you're preparing your goals for next year. Don't just do New Year's resolutions. Those don't work. There's nothing about January 1st that's magical or anything of that nature. It's just another day. But every day is the beginning of the next year. Every day is the beginning of the next 365 days of your life. So putting all this pressure that somehow January the 1st is some magical restart, it's really not. Every morning you wake up is a restart. And I want to challenge you to set dreams or to have dreams and set goals and intentions around those dreams that take your breath away. Because if your dreams don't take your breath away, you're not going to stick with them. You're not going to be excited about them. You're not going to do the work. And so we're going to talk about some reasons today of why your dreams should take your breath away. So I'm getting my captions up here because they're going to keep me on track. Number 1, dreams that take your breath away, dreams that scare you, right? Fear, they push you beyond your comfort zone. Everything you want, every things you want in your life, every accomplishment, every new possession, every achievement is on the other side of your comfort zone. And fear is the sign that you're stepping into uncharted territory where growth happens. Growth doesn't happen. You don't build muscles in sitting in the armchair. You build muscles in the gym, pulling up on something that's outside of the amount of strength that you have. And by doing that, you build muscle. So when you're slightly terrified, you're likely aiming for something that challenges your limits. If you don't feel scared by your dream or unworthy or how is it going to happen, then it's not really a big dream that's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It needs to require skills and courage that you might not yet fully possess. That's where the growth is going to happen. The person that you have to become to achieve that dream. And you have to be pushed outside of your comfort zone to get there. So if the dream seems achievable, if the dream doesn't get you excited, because fear and excitement are the same emotion, right? The way you feel when you're scared at the top of the hill of the roller coaster is the same physiological feeling that you have, that you experience when you're excited and happy about something. So reframe your fear as excitement. That's a hack. Reframe things you're afraid of as I'm excited to, and watch how you feel more empowered. But your dreams that are scary are the ones that push you outside of your comfort zone. They also signal bigger possibilities. When I was looking at those big numbers that started, the numbers were big starting in January. Let me just say that. The numbers I wrote on my list, they were big from January, but some about the number that happened in July after I had worked that formula a couple of times, I was like, ooh. But it also made me happy because it signaled bigger possibilities in my life. When I get to July, really when I get to January, February, March, April, May, and June as well, but I will be in a different reality in my life, right? Scary dreams often mean that you're thinking bigger than where you are currently. And that's what's going to get you excited. We don't dream about our current situation. You don't have to dream about it. You're already living it. But these scary dreams are going to force you to envision a version of yourself that's more capable, more resilient, and accomplished than you are today. Again, you have to become someone different to achieve a bigger goal. So you're going to change. And don't let people try to stop you from changing. Well, you can't stop them from trying to stop you. Just don't let them be successful. They're going to try to, you're different. You don't do the same things. You talk different. Why you act like that now? Why are you doing so much? Why are you so extra? They're going to try to stop you. You're in a different space. You've become someone different, and that means you're going to show up differently, right? Bigger possibilities is what these scary dreams are going to introduce you to. And then scary dreams, they're going to ignite your passion and your purpose. I heard Dr. Myron Golden say, at the intersection of your proficiency and what you're passionate about, that's where you're going to step into your purpose. But fear and excitement often feel the same physically, and scary dreams seem to spark fear and excitement. So if a goal makes your heart race, you're like, oh my goodness, I can see myself having that. I can see myself being that way, dressing like that, going those places, speaking on that stage, selling that, having that many people that I'm serving, whatever that is. If it makes your heart race, it likely aligns with your deepest desires and purpose. We are so programmed to do what we feel like we have to do instead of what we want to do, that the very thing that we're made to do, we often ignore it. I am just now, after 25 years of being in the graphic design space, the marketing space, social media, after 25 years, I'm just now stepping into a space where I use my coaching business specifically to teach people about upscaling their branding and their social marketing, their communications, to increase their revenue, to increase their impact, to draw more customers, etc. But I've been doing it. Every time I plan an event, every time I'm working in my coaching business on other offers, every time I'm doing anything with anybody, talking to entrepreneurs, I always find myself in the space of the graphic part. When I'm doing an event, I'm always excited to do the graphics. I'm always excited to put together the marketing campaign and all that. That's because I love that stuff. I'm good at it and I enjoy it. And it took me this long to be like, just do that. Just do that and don't fight it anymore. Igniting your purpose, igniting your passion, working in what you're proficient at. Your heart should be racing when you look at your dreams. When I open this book and turn to some of these pages that I've already written on and put sticky notes on, I get excited. And your scary dreams should motivate action. Fear can be a powerful motivator. So when you're pursuing something that's audacious, right, the stakes feel super high. And they are high. There's a lot at stake. And that urgency pushes you to act with focus. I was telling somebody in a meeting a little bit earlier today, it's not fear you're seeing in me, it's my focus. I'm focused on something and I don't need any distractions. I'm determined. And you go into a creative space, you're motivated to take action. So if you've written down some dreams and maybe you've not even written down the step actions, that's the first thing. You need to write down those step actions. What is it going to take to break this down? Not just say, I want to make $1 million next year, whatever your financial goal might be. What's it going to take to make the first 100,000? Okay. What's it going to take to make the most, or the first 25,000? And then break that down, break it down. If you then break it down and you say, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to sell. This is how I want to show up, whatever that is. And then you're not motivated to take the first action step. It could be that you've not written down the right goal for yourself. Don't let your goal setting be in your dreams be around what somebody else wants for you, what you think you should do. My family wants this for me. My parents always thought I was going to do this. This is what I should want to do. I got my degree in that, so I should use that. Let all of that go. You need to be motivated into action. It needs to be around the thing that makes your heart sing. Makes your heart sing. That's what you need to be working on. And those scary dreams need to be attached to If it's fear, that's the powerful motivator. There's other powerful motivators as well. But when you're doing something big and it scares you, that urgency that you feel because you have to take action to make it happen, that's what's going to push you to take action. Also, your big scary dreams reflect courageous ambitions. So if your dreams don't scare you, if they don't take your breath away, they're probably too small. Dreams that scare you force you to embrace boldness. You're like, you know what? I done written this down. Now I've written down this stuff in my book. Can't go back. Even though some of it I write in pencil and some of my things, not so I can back down from it, but so I can change it if I need to make it bigger or make it more fine-tuned. I write it in pencil, but some things are written in marker and in ink. And so I have to be bold about it because I done said it now. I done put it out there into the atmosphere. I've asked God about it. And so whenever you ask him for something that's in his name and his will for you, and you're going about it the right way, the answer is yes. But so when dreams that scare you, they're going to cause you to focus on embracing boldness, and they're signaling that you're not settling for mediocrity, but striving for something extraordinary. If you are just pursuing mediocre dreams, just stuff that's, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to keep my revenue goals is what I did in 2024. Who's doing that? Stretch every month. It needs to be month over month improvements. Don't make the same amount in November, entrepreneurs, that you were making in June or back in February. Set a goal to get to have an increase. That's where my breath started getting taken away. Every month it was going up. But when I hit that multiplier for June or for July, it went to 4-figure numbers in the space that I was looking at. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot. But I kept the numbers there. I did my exercise, my mental exercises. I prayed about it, and then I went ahead and moved forward. But I'm striving for something extraordinary. It takes my breath away to think about these goals, but they excite me. They make me want to do stuff because I can't sit here watching Christmas movies and get to those goals. Talking about my annual Christmas movie marathon, Black Christmas movie marathon that's going on right now. I can't just sit and do that and think I'm going to hit these audacious goals. So your scary dreams need to reflect your courageous ambitions, and then they're going to inspire courageous action. And then finally, your scary dreams, the ones that take your breath away, they create stories that inspire. They should inspire you, and they should inspire other people. The journey to achieve a dream that scares you is always compelling. Always is a compelling story that inspires others and inspires you, and it reminds you that you are overcoming fear on your path to fulfillment. There are a few things as rewarding as knowing that you faced a fear. You looked at the fear and you did it anyway. You faced the fear and did it. You'll never be more proud of yourself. You'll never be more invigorated than knowing you were afraid of doing something. I have a classic example. I don't like roller coasters. Never have. That feeling of dropping in your stomach, I just don't like that. But I've ridden on a few roller coasters in my time. Nobody's ever forced me to get on one. It's always me saying, I'm going to do it. Then all of a sudden I see myself in the line. I'm like, oh no, what have I done? Then I step into the car and they pull the bar down, the seatbelt or whatever it is. And then I know I'm stuck. And then I go. Now, granted, I am one who closes my eyes and screams the majority of the time. That's how I experience it. But I can say I've gone on a roller coaster. Now, everything that I have a fear about doing, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to bungee jump. I'm not going to do a whole lot of crazy stuff. I'm not probably not going to skydive. I let other people do that. But for me, roller coasters was that thing. So I know I can be afraid of something and still go ahead and take action. That's the same thing in business. That's the same thing in life. You can wonder, am I going to make it? Am I going to succeed at this? And still do it, even though you're not sure. The thing is, what is 100% sure is if you don't take any action, you won't get any results. So if you're looking for certainty, if you're looking for some things that are for sure, if you don't take action, you've already gotten all that you're going to get. So allowing yourself to step into a space that's scary, that takes your breath away, it's going to inspire you. It's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to signal that there are bigger things possible in your life. It's going to ignite a passion in you, a purpose for your life. It's going to motivate action, and it's going to reflect your courageous ambitions. You're not going to think small. You're not going to just do the thing you know you already accomplished, because that's not inspiring. You need a story that's going to inspire you. So are you going to settle for a dream that doesn't stretch you into greatness? No, you're not. You're definitely not. Shake your head. No, we're not. I want you to embrace the fear. I want you to embrace the feeling of the bottom dropping out. I want you to embrace the feeling of putting numbers in your planner for next year, and plans and dreams for things, and you have no idea. You maybe even have an idea how it could happen, like what you could do to make it happen, but you don't know for sure it's going to hit what you actually achieve, target. But the only way to know for sure if it's going to happen is by stepping forth. So you're onto something life changing. Set those goals, double those numbers, increase that dollar figure, push for something greater. I was just on the phone with a new business partner, and we're going to be stepping into some new spaces. And it's like, something else to take time off my calendar. But you know what? We're only here one time. Your life is what it is. So if you're not taking time doing that, you're going to be taking time doing something else. So why not spend the time building the life that you want to live? Step into that new space. Make that new invention. Create that new product. Provide that new service. Go after a new audience. Set that health target. Set that financial goal. Decide that this is the year that you are going to step back into the dating space. Whatever that is, your dream should take your breath away. You should be so inspired, but also so scared of how crazy it is. If you don't think it sounds crazy, it's not big enough. It's not scary enough. It's not going to take your breath away. So that's going to do it for me. I wish nothing for you as we close out this year and prepare to start the new year. I want nothing more for you than to have audacious dreams that take your breath away as you pursue your purpose with persistence. Until next time, take care of yourself. Get those planners filled out. Put some actionable steps toward those big goals and watch your life change. I'll see you next time. Take care.